This movie is a war drama based on the true story. Nelson urgently radios in to correct the coordinates, making it clear that they need another strike to hit the enemy accurately. This moment highlights the high stakes of war, where a small miscalculation can mean life or death. Nelson's leadership under pressure, as he stays calm and quickly works to fix the situation. The challenges of coordinating, along with his team and General Dostum's fighters, must hold their ground. Corrected airstrike. The second round of bombs finally hits the right target, devastating the Taliban forces and shifting the battle in their favor. General Dostum, who had earlier doubted Nelson, begins to trust him more, seeing that he keeps his word and delivers results. With the airstrike successful, the U.S. troops and Afghan fighters advance, gaining control of key enemy positions.
It was such an intense moment. After the airstrike wiped out a big part of the enemy force, the team thought they had gained the upper hand. After the Taliban pretended to surrender, Nelson's second-in-command, Sergeant First Class Sam Diller, was caught off guard and got shot. It was a brutal reminder that the enemy was willing to use deception to gain an advantage. The Taliban used deception as a last-ditch effort to turn the tide of the battle. By pretending to surrender, they tried to exploit the soldiers' humanity and lower their guard. It was a ruthless but calculated move, showing how unpredictable and brutal warfare can be. The constant tension between strategy and trust in combat. Nelson and his team had to balance their instincts to show mercy with the harsh reality that the enemy would do anything to survive. It was a powerful moment that reinforced why they had to stay vigilant at all times. The Taliban's deception had worked, proving just how ruthless and desperate they were. Even though they were losing the fight, they still managed to cause damage using such brutal tactics. After Diller was hit, the team had to act fast to get him out of the danger zone and to safety. The tension was high, as they knew every second counted, and even a medevac could be risky in such a hostile environment. The moment when Dostum and Nelson made eye contact was so powerful. It was a silent understanding between the two leaders, Dostum, the Afghan warlord, and Nelson, the American captain. Despite the chaos around them, that brief eye contact symbolized the deep bond they had formed through trust and shared sacrifice. Even though the enemy's response can completely change the course of events. The use of heavy machine guns and missiles by the Taliban really ramped up the intensity of the fight. After the airstrikes and initial push by the special forces, the Taliban retaliated with a relentless barrage of heavy machine gun fire and missiles, creating even more peril for Nelson, his team, and their allies. This sudden escalation put everyone in extreme danger, especially because they were dealing with a coordinated assault from a well-armed and determined enemy. Dramatically with the need for more defensive maneuvers and real-time decision-making under fire. What launcher? It was a crucial tactical decision in the battle. The Taliban's missile launcher was a major threat, capable of causing devastating damage to their forces and disrupting at risk. Charging forward on horseback against modern heavy weapons was a bold and risky move, but it played to their advantage using speed, maneuverability, and sheer aggression to overwhelm the enemy. Why the horse charge worked: speed and mobility. The horse EGs and missile launchers struggled to counter the fast-moving horsemen. Cover fire, ensuring the American soldiers had time to regroup. This moment showed how Dostum had fully stepped up as a true ally, proving his leadership and commitment to the mission. His fearlessness on the battlefield was a huge reason why the mission was ultimately successful. It became a moment of retribution and honor. Dostum's personal vendetta: he had lost loved ones to the Taliban's cruelty. Every action he took in battle, from the horseback charge to this moment of final confrontation, was driven by the memories of his family and the pain they had caused him. When he finally caught up to the Taliban leader, the scene was intense and charged with emotion. Dostum wasn't just hunting an enemy, he was hunting the man who represented everything that had destroyed his life and family. In a swift, decisive moment, Dostum struck down the leader, using with a gunshot, ending the life of the man who had caused so much pain. The death wasn't just about winning the battle, it was about avenging his loved ones, a moment of personal justice. Meanwhile, While Dostum was exacting his personal revenge, Nelson was securing the overall victory for his team and their mission. Despite being injured earlier and facing countless challenges, Nelson's leadership and strategic brilliance were key to ensuring the success of their mission.